Precious Kanzieni from Educare, Tanzania. Welcome for our session today. We are going to learn chemistry subject and our class level today is Form 2. And today we are going to cover on our topic known as hydrogen, which consists of the following subtopic. The first subtopic is we are going to see the occurrence and the nature of the hydrogen. And another one, we are going to see the laboratory preparation of hydrogen gas. And another is all about the properties of hydrogen. Another subtopic is all about the industrial production of hydrogen. How can we produce the hydrogen industrially? And the final subtopic is all about uses of hydrogen. Okay, today we are going to start with the occurrence and the nature of hydrogen gas. Okay, let us see. The word hydrogen came from the Greek word known as hydro, whereby the hydro means water, and gens, which means the creator or generator. This was after the Greek scientist known as Antoine Lavoisier, who discovered that hydrogen was produced when water was decomposed. Kwamba huyu Greek scientist yeye alikuja na ugunduzi wake kwamba the hydrogen gas is produced when water is decomposed. Therefore, the hydrogen gas is the lightest gas and the most abundant element in the universe. We are proceeding with the occurrence and the nature. Hydrogen gas is very lighter than air. This means that hydrogen gas cannot found free on the Earth's surface because it's very lighter than air. And at lower temperature, as it rises higher in the atmosphere, hydrogen it is found in a combination with the other different elements to form different substance. Kwamba yenyewe inakuwa inapatikana kwenye combination of different elements to form different substance. For example, hydrogen is found in large quantities in the form of water in the Earth's surface. Also, the hydrogen is found in the combination with the carbon that leads to the formation of organic compounds. For instance, there is petrol, there is natural gas, there is coal, and so on. Also, the hydrogen is present in acids and the base compounds. Okay, hydrogen, laboratory preparation of hydrogen. Hydrogen can be prepared in the laboratory by the following methods. There is a reaction of dilute acid with some metals, and there is reaction of water with certain metals, and there is reaction of water with hot carbon. But also there is electrolysis of water method. The common method we are going to see, in which are most useful in our laboratory, is the reaction of dilute acid with other metals. Okay, let us see the reaction of dilute acid with some metals. How can we prepare the hydrogen gas through this method in the laboratory? Hydrochloric acid reacts with zinc metal to produce zinc chloride and the hydrogen gas. Kwamba HCl it tends to react with the zinc granule, this is a metal, and produce the zinc chloride and the hydrogen gas. Consider the diagram. This is our diagram whereby the hydrogen can be produced, whereby when the dilute acid reacts with some metals, is where we can produce the hydrogen gas. And the metal here is zinc granule, and you see this is solid in nature. And here there is dilute hydrochloric acid, whereby the dilute hydrochloric acid tunaingiza hapa through this phenol, tunaingiza hapa, inaingia kwenye flat bottomed flask. Kwa hiyo hapo kwenye hii flat bottomed flask Inside we have the zinc granule and the dilute hydrochloric acid, ambayo hii mix sasa ndio itapelekea formation of hydrogen gas. How? We can see the product here. The reaction will take place here and there will be a transportation to the delivery tube. Here this is the water trough. As we know that the hydrogen is very light gas, so it is collected downward displacement in water. Here this is water and this is gas jar, where this can be used to collect our hydrogen gas. And this you can see, this is hydrogen gas collected in this gas jar. This is the source of water, or we can say this is down displacement water of water. And here is where we can collect our hydrogen gas in the gas jar. Let us see the reaction, what happened in that diagram or in that reactions. We can see zinc plus hydrochloric acid. We are going to see zinc chloride and the hydrogen gas. This is what happened, and this is our hydrogen gas now. Kwamba zinc as a metal, kama tulivyoona kwenye mchoro, imekuja imereact na dilute hydrochloric acid. Tumekuja kupata zinc chloride na hydrogen gas. So here the hydrogen is a good reducing agent. Kwamba hydrogen, this here is the good reducing agent. Why good reducing agent? Let us see. Reducing agent is a substance which removes oxygen from substance. Example, metal oxide. Kwamba this reducing agent tend to remove the oxygen from a substance. Reduction, and the means if there is reducing agent, there is a reduction process. Is the removal of oxygen from a substance, or reduction is the addition of hydrogen to a substance. So the hydrogen tends to be removed from a substance or tends to be added. This is a reduction. Consider the reaction. As we have seen that this reducing agent mostly occur in oxide of metals. Is where we can see the removal of oxygen. Now you can see here copper oxide. This is a metal oxide, and when it's reacting with hydrogen, we are going to get the copper metal and water. Means that the hydrogen here acts as good reducing agent, whereby it reduces the copper oxide into copper metal. This is the reaction, copper oxide plus hydrogen gas. We have seen here tumekuja kupata copper metal na water. So hydrogen here, it is a good reducing agent. Therefore, reduction process involved in order to avoid metal from being oxidized in the air to its oxide. So the hydrogen or reduction process are involved so as to avoid the oxidation of metal of oxide due to its oxide in air. Oxidation, because we know that the oxidation is the removal of hydrogen, and in the oxidative metal we have to remove the oxygen. That's why the reduction process takes place. So now let us see the test for hydrogen. Hydrogen on a gas jar tested by introducing a long wooden split. If hydrogen present, it explodes with a pop sound. Kwamba pale kwenye ile practical yetu au kwenye ule mchoro tumeona kwamba hydrogen tend to be collected downward dispersing on water, but is collected in the gas jar. Now, how can we test here there is a hydrogen gas or not? When we expose the wooden split in the gas jar, is where we can hear that sound, tutasikia ule mlio, pop sound. So once we hear the pop sound, is where we can able to test, or we can able to say that here there is a presence of hydrogen gas. Question. Why hydrogen gas collected downward displacement of water? Kama tulivyoona kwenye mchoro pale, kwa nini kulikuwa na ile water trough, why it is collected downward displacement of water? Simply because the hydrogen is very lighter than water. It's very lighter gas, And also it is slightly soluble, not partial soluble, not insoluble, but slightly soluble in water. And also it is very lighter than air, so that's why it's collected downward displacement of water. Okay, let us see about the properties of hydrogen. Properties of hydrogen categorized into two parts, where we can have the physical properties and the chemical properties. When we talk about the physical properties, let us see about the physical properties. Physical properties, the first one, it is tasteless, colorless and odorless. Means that this is a gas, so hatuwezi kuitesti, hatuwezi kuonja. It is difficult to say ina rangi fulani. Yeah, so it's colorless. And also it is odorless. Haina ladha yoyote. And also another physical property of this gas is it is lighter than air. It's very, very lighter. It is only slightly soluble in water. Also, the hydrogen does not support combustion. Does not support combustion is for oxygen gas. So this does not support combustion. It is neutral to litmus. Means that we can't use litmus as an indicator to determine maybe acidity or basicity nature. So it is neutral to litmus. Okay, now let us see about the chemical properties of hydrogen. Its combining is with other chemical substance at high temperature. Kwamba hydrogen yenyewe ina react na substance nyingine lakini katika very, very high temperature, because at low temperature does not exist. Also, it does not usually react with the other element at room temperature. So at room temperature, because there will be actual low temperature in room temperature, so does not usually react. So it's why you can see commonly inakuwa ina react na substance nyingine katika high temperature level. Another is it is highly flammable and burn with a blue or flame. Kwamba yenyewe hii gas ni flammable, it can catch fire. So it is very flammable and burn with low in flame. When it's exposed in heat source, it tends to produce the low flame color. It reacts slowly with oxygen to produce water. And once we take the hydrogen gas and react slowly with oxygen gas, is where we are going to get the compound of water molecule. It is neither acidic nor basic. Kwamba sio acid, sio base, so it is neutral. Another chemical property is it reacts with the oxides of metal to produce metal and water as a product. So it tends to react with oxides to produce the metal oxides and the water as a product. When hydrogen reacts with oxides of metal, produce metal and the water. For example, let us see. Copper oxide reacts with hydrogen to form copper and the water. And the hydrogen is seen to react with the metal oxide to produce the metal and the water. As you can see, our reaction copper oxide in the reaction hydrogen inaenda kupata copper, metal and the water. Another example is lead 2 oxide. It reacts with hydrogen to form lead and the water. Consider the reaction. This is the lead oxide. When you react with hydrogen gas, you are going to have the lead metal and the water. Okay. After looking on the natural occurrence in the nature of the hydrogen and the laboratory condition of hydrogen, now go and you try to attempt this task so you can improve your own understanding in this concept. The question is, by the aid of diagram, explain preparation of hydrogen using zinc and dilute hydrochloric acid. The second one is, give the properties of hydrogen. Give the properties of hydrogen. So this is for your decision. Go and try on your own. Thank you for watching, and this marks the end of our session today. Stay tuned to Educate Z for more learning content. Thank you.